In the distant Pacific Ocean, this is Pohnpei Island, which is hiding a secret under the jungles of its mangroves, which makes the human mind stunned. If we estimate the loneliness of Pohnpei Island, it is closest to Papua New Guinea, which is 1900 kilometers away from here, and on the second hand is Japan, which is 3600 kilometers away. The above view of Pohnpei Island is only full of jungles and mangroves, but in reality, the souls and ghosts are lived here under this jungle. Yes, a city where locals are afraid to go here, and it is believed that if someone tries to go here or tries to talk about this city, then he can die. Welcome to the 𝗦𝗘𝗧𝗦 videos. Viewers, this is Nan Madol city, which is hidden in east of Pohnpei Island, under the forest. To go here, you have to first take permission from the king of Pohnpei Island, and after completing a special ritual made by 𝗦𝗧𝗦 roots, a unique drink is served, which is made by rubbing it on a stone. It is believed that after completing this ritual, the souls of Nan Madol do not attack. Even after going to the jungle, Nan Madol cannot be seen completely, because the mangroves and their roots have hidden the structures here completely. Hidden in the dense forest, this is the largest structure, which was built 800 years ago with the help of large pillars of stones. This special stone is called basalt rock, which is made due to the cooling of lava. Each stone weighs at least 5 tons, which is equivalent to 4 sedan cars. But here are some stones that can weigh up to 70 tons or 70,000 kg. It can be challenging to lift so much weight with the help of today's advanced machinery. So think about how this work was done 800 years ago in the deserts of the Pacific Ocean. The interest of this puzzle is not less than the pyramids of Giza and sculptures of stones in the Easter Islands. The biggest thing is that the entire area around is only filled with coral reefs and forest. There are no such stones here, so where did these stones come from, and how did they be lifted? This is famous among the locals that this work was done with the help of magic, but it can be very difficult to know the real reason, because there is no written history or evidence here. There are only stories that have been changing for centuries. To study this whole city, it is very important to cut the mangroves. Physically, this work is not possible, so they decided to take the help of technology. LiDAR scanning device was installed in the drone, and the scanning of this whole area was started. The LiDAR waves can pass through the trees, but they collide with the stones and are recorded back into the LiDAR device. With the help of this data, this whole area can be converted into 3D model. After completing the LiDAR scanning, the results was presented a wonderful view of the hidden structures of this whole area. Under these trees, about 90 structures were discovered. There were also residential complexes, temples and ritual places. An analysis of a hidden ritual structure was taken, and there was still an 800 years old 𝗬𝗧𝗦 pounding stone in it. The same 𝗬𝗧𝗦 stone on which the roots of 𝗦𝗧𝗦 are rubbed is still using to make this drink today. When further investigation was done, it was found that each structure was actually made on a separate man-made island, and around all these islands, artificial sea walls were also made of large stones so that they could be saved from the sea waves. They were superhumans, or were this work really done by the help of souls or magic? Although small, but the man-made islands that were made in that era are really no less than a miracle. On the one hand, despite today's advanced technology, the world islands of Dubai are once again being seen by the sea. And on the other hand, the man-made islands that were built 800 years ago were made in the whole city. You will be surprised to know that the weight of each basalt rock is more than 700,000 tons, which are attached to all the structures of the Nan Madol. It is the same weight as the weight of 8 aircraft carriers or the freight train, the world's largest train, which was 8 kilometers long. Such 8 trains in weight are equivalent to the weight of the structures of the Nan Madol. Now the question arises that where did such a large number of basalt rock come from? About 18 kilometers away from the other side of the Pohnpei Island, they found a quarry of basalt rock, and that was also hidden by the trees. After climbing 200 feet high quarry, surprisingly there were basalt rock slabs still present, which may have been lying here for some reason. Smokes and ashes were found on these slabs, which shows that fire was put in between them and water was poured on top of them, which would separated the basalt rock slabs from the quarry. In the Pacific Ocean, some part of the 800-year-old man-made island puzzle had been solved. Now it was time to know how these stones were taken from the quarry 18 kilometers away to the Nan Madol, as you have already known that each stone weighs from 5 to 70 tons. It is not possible to take so much weight from the Pohnpei Island, because between Quarry Stone and Nan Madol, high mountains have blocked the way. There could only be one way to do it, that these stones were somehow taken to the ocean from here, and then here with the help of boat, the whole circle was turned to reach Nan Madol. To prove this theory, the seafloor near the Nan Madol was searched by sonar scanning. There were some objects scanned at a depth of 300 feet, which were perhaps not part of the sea floor. It was known that some basalt rock pillars were also present on the ocean floor. These pillars are proof that such heavy stones were brought to Nan Madol by the sea during research on Nan Madol. Something new was being seen at every turn. Researchers think that if those who lived here could also transport such heavy stones by the sea, it means that they must have gone to other islands as well. 15 kilometers away from Pohnpei Island, the Ant Atoll Island was examined, and there were also basalt rock pillars and a lot of saka'au stones in many places. It means they were not ordinary people, but very skilled people. Before 8 years ago, they could also transport heavy cargo by fighting the sea waves. When researchers and historians examined Pohnpei Island further, they found a stone art site with carvings on the stones. These carvings are almost 2,000 years old, but not 800 years old. A unique symbol is also visible in them. It is amazing that such a symbol is also seen 3,600 kilometers away in New Caledonia today. It means that those who made this symbol, sailing was like a child's game for them. Such a big journey without GPS and advanced equipment, and many centuries ago. Man-made islands and such large structures on it. It is obvious that ruling elite of that era were lived here, but no one knows that where they went away, leaving such a big system, was a natural disaster come here, or were they swallowed by the sea? I hope you will like and share this video of 𝗦𝗘𝗧𝗦. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.